best in craft to me, I think it's kind of ignoring competition and ignoring other influences and just trying to focus and build something in your own way. My name is Don Pendleton. I'm an artist and designer and illustrator based out of Dayton, Ohio. The connection between artwork and music, I think, has always been there. And for me, it inspires me. It makes me more creative when I listen to music while I'm working. And it's an important part of the process to get into that zone. My ultimate ears, what I've gotten from these is depth, really. I like listening to music more through these. It makes the music better. First thing I noticed was the layers of the music, and that's not something that I'd really heard before. So listening to something like Elliott Smith, where it's just acoustic guitar, you can literally hear things like the fingers going up the frets, and I don't want to over dramatize it, but it's going from like black and white to color in some ways. The very first time that I wore my headphones, I was doing a mural for a local business, and so I had the panel set up in my studio, and they put you in a zone to where it's just you and the painting. You just kind of get lost in it. When you can block everything else out, you're more in a zone. That's the bottom line. Foo Fighters, I was really proud to do something for them. Death Cab for Cutie, Trey Anastasio from Fish, 311. There's all these other bands that I've been involved with and done some stuff for, and there's something about all music that I can appreciate. So I think that's kind of what you want when you're trying to fix a visual art with music and bands, is create this connection where there's a flow, a consistency maybe between what the band makes and the art that you're associating with it. So whether it's an album cover or a gig poster or something like that, you want to find that thread. With customization, like collaborations where my artwork's going to be on a very specific space or shape, I always have to look at how it's going to be applied and how people are going to see it. The way that I designed the faceplate for the in-ear was to try to come up with something that would work on a small space. I wanted to use a pattern, something without a lot of detail, something that was bold, that had some heavy lines to it, and something that would kind of stand out. From the earliest age, I was probably about 5. My dad used to sit at the kitchen table and he painted a lot. And one of the earliest paintings that I remember him doing was of a barn owl. And I think it just became this icon of what I associate art to be in some ways. It's just this memories of being younger and seeing that being created and that kind of thing. I've been lucky enough to get up and to love what you do, I think, and to be able to connect with 15-year-old me or 14-year-old me that started off riding a skateboard and was looking at the graphics of the boards I was riding and looking up to these guys that were pros and listening to music, and it becomes a community, a culture, and it's based in creativity, and it does lead from the art to the music. It's just this thread that's gone through my life where it's connected all of the things that I really care about.